What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for tuning in. So for whatever reason, the camera just doesn't quite want to work right. You know, sometimes you never understand why technology always has to be a pain in your ass. But anyways, today the camera's not working, so we're just gonna be rocking and rolling with screen share. So first stock we're gonna kind of go over here is HGEN. The reason I like this is because the volatility is pretty good. You can see the stock has gone from 16 to a high of 25. So far this morning, pre-market, stock has a lot of range. It's been chopping around, pulling back since, earlier this morning. But overall, the stock actually seems, pretty good. It's holding up well. It has a really strong spike, a good formation. The news that they received today is that they met their primary endpoint. Let's see. Shares are trading higher after the company's phase 3 study achieved its primary endpoint. So that's good news. Stock's on the move. I believe it's hitting resistance on our +1 deviation mark. So we have hit resistance at 2430s, give or take, which was also the previous top the stock had previously reached. So therefore, this is a first attempt move of breaking out resistance. It's not supposed to break out first attempt. That's why it stopped there at 24.55 this morning pre-market. But if in the event we come back up to 24.30, 24.40, 50, we have a greater chance of breaking that price later in the day or when market opens. So to start the day, we are going to watch this since we're coming off resistance, theoretically we should be watching it short, but something tells me this is going to turn into a long, or at least attempt to be a long. So we're going to watch this a little bit long bias at the gates, looking for the move to maybe push back up towards the pre-market high. If in the event we break the pre-market high, that means we're breaking the long-term +1 deviation mark. Therefore, stock should pop. In the event we do that, I think our next target up is going to be 2636, and the reason we're picking 2636 is because that is our next trending resistance mark after we surpass the resistance of 2450. So if we break 2450s, we'll look for a move up to 2650, and then you can even do like a little short trade off of 2650 if you'd like. So that's what we're watching right now this morning. To be honest, other than this, I'm not crazy or really excited about much else because nothing else really seems to be set up all that great. But I'm sure there's going to be something that moves that I had no clue was going to move. I'll touch on NEO just because everyone follows NEO. I follow NEO. NEO's on a double bottom. Okay, so right now NEO is trying to hold a double bottom. Typically, we don't break down this first attempt. So you can see we had come down to this price level the other day and then we bounced. We came back to it and we're holding. So theoretically, we're not supposed to break this bottom on first attempt. Well, we already tried breaking it down here and then we bounced. So theoretically, coming down again makes it the second attempt at breaking that price. This is like the third attempt. We still failed to break it. So somewhat confusing, but for me, it's really about trying to pick direction over or under the price of 35.12 right now. Because if you look at, again, your 4-hour, 180-day long-term chart, you'll see that you have your half deviation mark and your 200 moving average, right in this $35 price. And you can see the price has just kind of been bouncing off this trend, bouncing off that trend, holding trend, bouncing, going over trend, back to trend. So for me, for bulls or bears to win direction, they need to successfully close the stock above or below the 35.11. So that's pretty much what I'm watching is 35.11 right now. And if this does end up double bottoming and then it does actually bounce, the first big green day the stock puts in would probably take the stock back up to about 39, which is our daily chart trend here. And then once we can cross that, that's when we zip a little higher. So for now, we're kind of watching for a bottom / a base on NEO to form here to create a long. On the flip side of this, NEO also kind of follows closely to Tesla. So unless Tesla is going to bottom out too, then NEO probably won't. So looking at Tesla here, I think Tesla's right on support. I could be wrong. Let me check. So if we look at Tesla, we have support at 581, and Tesla is trading. We got down to 599 there, so not quite. Yeah, Tesla actually still has room to drop down to its daily chart support. So let's make this argument. If in the event NEO is successfully following suit to Tesla and Tesla breaks down a little bit more to its stronger support system at 585, then we would expect there's a good chance that NEO does end up giving out the bottom and falling down too. Which now reminds me I should probably give you the other flip side of NEO. So let's say that NEO doesn't actually bottom here and it does keep trending lower. We really wouldn't like to put risk on the long side if it breaks this bottom until we get down to 27. So I could see NEO maybe selling down to 27 if in the event Tesla went down to the 585s. But Tesla's trading around 600, so a move to 585 is only like 15 points, and is a 15-point move in Tesla really going to drag down NEO? So it's at 5. So is NEO really going to drop $7 to $8 on a $15 move with Tesla? Probably not. So don't really know how much truth that whole analysis holds. But anyways, if Tesla does go down, NEO should go down. And if NEO drops down to 27, we'll definitely look to be long bias there. But for now, we're looking for a double bottom hold on NEO right now. Let me check this real quick because it just came back up. Oh, I was looking at this earlier. Cyan. This is actually going to be maybe the candidate I keep on watch for the penny stock to make a long move. And really the only reason why is, let me pull it up over here. And really the only reason why is it still has kind of some room to maybe jump. I don't want to go too depth analysis. I might confuse everyone. But anyways, yeah, this is the one stock I'll probably be keeping on watch for a long bias move. You can see it jumped all the way up to 9, pulled all the way back, jumped all the way up to 9, pulled all the way back, pulled back some more. So really, we went from really overbought to really oversold. So if this is going to have momentum today, then the stock is in a fantastic buying point. Let me rephrase that. If this is meant to actually have true momentum and go up, we're in a good buying point, okay? If this is meant to have true momentum and go up and then you see it at like 8 later, that's a terrible buying point. That's a good point to be selling. So we're going to watch it. And really what we're probably looking for in the immediate, you can see where the price is at. You see how, you see that green line in here? So pretty much that's the red line. And so if we can successfully cross through 490 to $5, then we could start seeing the stock jump. Let me just double check a couple of things. That is 525. Does make it a little iffy. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this is a candidate. So again, like I said, probably just going to watch Tesla and NEO. And then I'm going to keep an eye on HGEN. See how that's performing. And you can see HGEN still holding up, hasn't really sold off. We've done a pullback, but it wasn't super aggressive, just kind of a nice trending one. So HGEN is going to be main watch, followed by NEO, Tesla, and then maybe that CYAN today. And then, of course, whatever comes across on the scanners as well. So that's really all we have for you on today's morning watch list. Sorry I didn't make more last week. I actually did, but I accidentally was streaming the watch list on our daily stock stream rather than creating a video, so most people didn't even know it happened. So sorry about that, and I'll keep the videos coming this week. So everybody take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video.